So come on, tell me, how did you start, and what was? I don't know any agents. I really don't, and I did know another agent, but to sit here and I want to ask you some questions. Like,
Sure.
What's the pressure? I just got a window into it the other week. You know, just how big productions are, and that was just a TV commercial.
Yeah.
You know, with a decent, a great international commercial.
Yeah.
But for a film, you could times that by 10 and more. You know, so it was just put back into my mind the organisation that's needed, and particularly my wife was saying, like, trying to piece together how the casting person is involved with you, and then once that's put to a side, the actor just needs to show up on site, right? But still, it's back into.
There is a lot more into it. We get a casting from the casting directors. Then we have to look through the brief. We have to find the right people. So we may put one person, or we may put through 20 people, depending who's on our books and who's suitable. So our biggest thing is, I do get a lot of people ring up and say, well, we haven't got a lot of work. What's going on, And I'm like, well, it's very hard if the jobs aren't coming through that are asking for a 6-foot blonde, blue-eyed man when they're looking for a 5'5" brunette. I can't put you forward. It's very hard that way. But once a casting comes through, we make sure that we fit that brief with whoever we're sending through to the closest that we can. The casting director will get that, and then they will say, Kristy, I want to see so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. Here's the times. Can they come? Then I have to then get in touch with them and organise the fact that they need to go for an audition. Once that happens, I then confirm them again with the casting agent that they're available, and then chase that up after the audition to see how they go, what's happening. And it could be a week, it could be a day, or you may never know until you see the commercial on TV and go, okay, well, we didn't get that one.
Now, I notice you guys work, your hours are till 7 or something. Is that because of the industry? Or, well, that's kind of like loosely on paper, is it? Like, is that because of the industry?
It's a 24/7 job. It really is. Only because you've got call times at all hours. You're dealing with talent who are going on to set, so they're up at 3. Again, they might run into traffic or anything like that, or there may be a no-show, so then we have to try and replace them within an hour, which is, that's interesting, trying to ring people at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Right, and sets may run over into the...
Sets can run over into the night, yep. And then we could be in the office until 10 or 11, even just booking people in for the next day. Wow. I know with Pirates of the Caribbean, there was a lot. We had 30, 40, 50 extras a day. Wow. Yeah, that's just one of the agencies.
For the Gold Coast, was that a great film? Like,
of course.
for your industry?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a huge
Johnny Depp.
chance. Yeah.
Seriously, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's not here.
Oh,
you know
what?
What? We had a gig right in Surfers Paradise.
Yeah.
Damn, it's not here. I made this great. I realised, hang on a minute, no one in this town, apart from people in your industry, are making a fuss. And the Gold Coast Bulletin. We were playing in Surfers Paradise this night, and I made a poster. Hello, Johnny Depp. And it was this great photo I found of him as the pirate. And I told everyone, I flat out lied that there was a chance that he was going to be at Fiddler's Green in Surfers Paradise
that's one
at
way
our
to
gig.
book it out.
Yeah, but the public and the Irish, they're all Irish people there that own the place. They're so hilarious. We're not touching that, mate. No, I can't even do his accent, but we're not touching that, mate. You might be here, maybe. They could tell I was lying. But you know what I mean? Like, it dawned on me that, damn, this huge star was here. Mm-hmm. And not a lot of people were playing that game or that card that, this whole town is so small that we could really have a lot of fun with that idea. Have put on spur of the minute Johnny Depp parties are front page and it make him feel like, man, this is a great town. Yeah. Like, they really are celebrating me.
I would love Johnny Depp to think that we've got a wonderful country. Like, I just think it was taken out of control with what happened with the dogs and everything else.
Yeah, well, again, it's just the media running with
it's just crazy.
Trying to get their stories. But
way to go on how to build the movie industry.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's our job as the people to really make it something quirky on the side and go, yep, I understand the media sucks.
Absolutely.
But over here it's good.
Well, media's good too. Yeah. You need it.
Yeah. Well, if you can control it in your own...
Yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So look at me. I gave up the media. I really gave up the newspaper. I was hooked on it, TV, the whole lot, gave it up. So, but the only stuff I saw about him was what flashed up on Facebook news. So there was the bad stuff. And I kind of went, oh, geez, that film is still here. Wow, he's looking in some sort of trouble. So,
Did you see the good one where he went to the hospital and surprised
Yes.
tears to the eyes, that one.
Yeah, beautiful
he's a good
stuff.
soul.
Yeah, oh, most definitely.
You know, he's awesome.
Well, to get to where he is now, he'd have to be. You'd think
He's
with
so
some of these
talented.
people-
He's just talented. Like, honestly, he knows his craft and he just loves what he does. He's passionate about it, and you can see that. It shows. But he's also a good person, obviously.
Yeah, obviously, and you'd have to be when you're dealing with just like you're dealing with faces and people.
Yeah.
Surely the bad ones can't last 40 years in that
You can't
industry.
let them. You just can't let, you just can't let bad people affect you. And
Yeah, but if he was,
and
if
the
he was like,
actors?
if he was like, oh man, he was so mean to me. It just wouldn't last in your industry. You know?
I don't know. There's some out there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear stories. But you know what? Stories are stories. And I mean, that's going back to the press again. You know, what do you believe?
Yeah.
But, I like to believe that everyone's got some good in them.
All right. Here's a question. Mm-hmm. Is there any on your books?
Yeah.
Is there any Johnny Depps or who's a? Yeah, I'm so out of touch right now. Who's a big star in the lady female?
Johnny Depp's pretty good.
Yes,
He makes
he's not a
Gerard
girl.
Butler. Oh, girl.
Yeah,
Sorry,
is there
Johnny. Sorry, John.
who's the big star right now? Who'd you say?
Oh gosh, there's heaps.
Yeah, I'm actually confused
heaps.
because of the technology now.
Yeah.
It used to be just the TV would tell you who the star was.
No, there's
Now it's
heaps.
like,
I
oh my
think
God.
it's very much Gigi Hadid is quite big at the moment, but she's modelling.
Right.
But no, we've got heaps. There's so many.
And she's a Gold Coaster, is that?
No.
No. Okay. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Listen, I need to educate you now, don't I?
You do.
Yeah. No, Gigi Hadid is the daughter of Yolanda Foster, who is a Beverly Hills housewife, and she was married to Peter Foster, the musician. So you've got to keep up on everything.
Yeah. well, that was my question.
Yeah.
On your books.
Yes.
Is it hard for you to say? There's someone that just has a twinkle in their eye. You think this
I do
kid could
have
go
a few
far,
people.
Yeah?
Yes, I do have a few
Right.
people.
Do you want to say their names?
No.
Does it favour them?
Well, I don't favour anyone in particular. I think I work hard for the people that also work hard for themselves. Like I say to them, or when I'm there and interviewing them or talking to them about what they need to do, it's you need to package yourself so I can sell you.
Yeah.
And by doing that, I need a show reel that's current. I need good headshots, so the good acting headshots. I need your profiles. We have online profiles that hold all their photos, which we'll be talking about later when you come and see me.
Cool.
And those online profiles need to be kept up to date. So with your date of birth, your measurements, everything, skills. I mean, I need to look for people that can horse ride. Yeah. So if you haven't got that on your profile, then you miss out on being submitted for it.
Yeah. I like what you said about your I can't remember the word you actually used. It reminded me of this story that I told just today.
Yeah.
So back in 1991, I was in a band, and we were actually doing great. We were doing all these big shows, right? And we had an agent, a music agent called...
Booking agent?
Yeah, booking agent called Frank Shaw, from Shaw Thing Management in Brisbane. Had his own place in West End, right around the corner from Ben Parkinson's, actually, right there. And which is a...
We love Benny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And anyway, I said this to someone today because they reminded me of a story. One day we went in there and we were just guys from Logan. I swear it was just football shots. I was working in the factory that day. Everything was ripped apart, just covered in dirt. He actually called us in. He loved our music.
Yeah.
He really did. And he did everything for us. And we came to see him and he called us in for a special reason, just to a go-see, so what are we doing about this thing, And we showed up just like the yobs we were. we were very professional because all we did was live and breathe rehearsing and these gigs. But off stage and away from that, we didn't have a presence. We didn't know our product and that it was bigger.
Packaged.
It was bigger. It was the people that you meet in the day. It was especially going to see your agent, right? We walked in and he goes, and he was sort of an Italian, well-dressed guy. I remember him in a nice white suit and he goes, "Look at you guys."
Yeah.
He really couldn't believe, he was disgusted in us. And he turned like this. So I'm sitting at my desk. He goes, "Look at you guys. Look at you coming in dressed like this." He turned around this picture. This is Keith Urban. This is Keith Urban, mate. When he comes in here, right, this was 1992. So Keith Urban was just some kid. We knew him because he was a guitar player at Caboolture.
Yeah.
But he just started to climb, right? When Keith Urban comes in here, mate, he's always dressed. He's always dressed nice. He's dressed well. But we went, what a poofter. We were like, he's nothing. I don't mean that, We just said, what Like, he's nothing. Like, who's that?
Yeah.
But totally proven wrong.
You have to
We
package yourself.
completely were proven
Yeah.
wrong by living your product
Yeah.
and being who you are and
Yeah.
want to be.
And for
know?
your agent to be able to, no matter whether it's a booking agent for music or anything else, you have to be packaged, ready to sell.
Yeah. I never say the word poofed up, by the way. I don't know why I said that on here. I don't actually say it. I was doing it for the to flavour 1992, maybe, of that story. But yeah, it's really
it
true.
is. It is very true.
Or I'm sure Johnny Depp was Johnny Depp in 1992. He was always had a mission, and someone could sell him. That's what you're saying. You could sell that person.
Well, he was packaged.
Yeah.
You've got to have the full package. It's true. Like, you've got to have the layers. So if you don't have the show reel or the professional headshots, and I know it's all money too. Like, and I understand it's very hard for a lot of people to keep up to date with everything, but it's really important if that's what your goal and mission is. It has to be done.
Yeah, because it's like you're in a musician. It's like your CD.
It is.
If I only had $200 for a crappy one, then your agent's going to think that you're not really in it, or
Well, it's not necessarily the agent. Like, I do believe in all my people. I really do. I love them all, and I wouldn't sign them on if I didn't think I could help in some way, shape, or form to get them work. And
yes, sorry.
you're thirsty.
No, I'm always thirsty when I do these things. I just drink and drink and drink. You're not thirsty at all.
No, not yet.
I'm nervous.
you.
Maybe I'm nervous.
Do I make you nervous, Drew?
Yes. You were Miss Gold Coast 1988.
I don't know. I hardly tell anyone anything like that.
Well, actually, I was talking to my cousin today, who's older than me, and we were talking about the glory days of, say, the Playroom.
The Playroom.
And like
In Excess I saw there.
Yeah. But that time, that golden Gold Coast time that we were talking about how many, say, the Australian crawl came to the Gold Coast when the big surf competition was Stubbies at Burleigh.
Yes.
And just over the mountain was the Playroom, which was this renowned place. I've been in there a bunch of times. But the mix of the two, and basically, I'm not being weird, but I am, Australian crawls say their girlfriends were in Sydney. They were partying on the Gold Coast in this golden time where there's not a single mobile phone in sight. You couldn't even phone someone technically.
Yeah.
That feeling of freedom. And work finished at 5. It didn't matter who you were. There's no going home, sending a few more emails to extras and sorting that out. We're done.
Yeah.
Cash is in the pocket even. What a golden time.
Yeah. It was amazing.
Especially on the Gold Coast.
It was. Well, as I mentioned to you earlier, I think there needs to be more of that on the Gold Coast now. There's not enough live venues.
Other girlfriends?
No, not what I meant.
Well, you are right. Somehow we lost our way in the entertainment. I'm bringing it back. We're joining forces here.
I think so. Yeah, we need to just find a financer and let's do it.
Yeah, well, hey, these shows cost me nothing, but honestly, my reason for starting it was because I know really special people, and I can't believe they're not. I don't know. This feeling that, look, right beside me is a guy that won the Hawaiian Open Ocean paddleboard comp for 10 years. He's a worldwide legend, Jamie Mitchell.
Yeah.
And he's just the dude next door. To me, that's a front page story every day of the week. And he'll never get on, if he does get on CFM, it might be for a couple of minutes, right? That one day that he was the guy that paddled over a whale once, right?
All right.
But anyway... I'm starting something here, right? So that next time Johnny Depp comes in, hopefully it's you and me and Johnny Depp.
You never know.
Because we'll talk that's what I'm saying. This city was well known for entertainment.
I've got lots of friends I can bring in.
Well, we will do it. But
is that you?
It won't stop with me. Yeah, probably. Probably. But it won't stop with just me. Like I said, Bee Gees were here 6 nights a week in the 60s, like just playing on the footpath in Surfers Paradise. It was a well-known town for actual entertainment, not just music.
Didn't they play at Broadbeach?
They actually stood outside. It's the China House.
Did they really?
Yeah, and they played when they were 16.
Wow.
Anyway, they really just stood on the side of the road for 6 weeks. But what I'm getting at, this town was known for all that. Those. How it was. Somehow it went away. 30 years, but it'll come back in a different way, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I really am. There's so much talent